Hello, hello, stampers. Welcome to Lori Stamping Creations. My name is Lori Helvig, and I am going to share with you 3 cards tonight. This is my Sunday Share a Card video that I've been doing every Sunday night at this time. And like I said, there are 3 cards here, and I will get into these in just a couple minutes. And they feature new and upcoming products that will be available in January. So before we get to the new ones, let's talk about last week's video. So again, on Sunday night last week, I had 8 cards. And so I have 2 winners. I drew 2 names. And these were 2 of the cards. Like I said, there were 6 more last week. So if you missed that video, you can go back and see that. From November 30th. But anyway, card number 6 is this one, and the winner is June F. So June F, you will get this card as a little freebie from me, a little happy mail, and there's no sentiment on it at all, so she can use it for whatever card she wants to and reuse it, okay? So that was a new product, like I said, I featured last week. And then also, since I had 8 cards, I drew 2 winners from last week. And Susan T won this one. And so I will get this to you. And like I said, this was card number 8. So thank you, June and Susan, for voting last week. And thank you for everybody else who commented and liked and voted for their favorite of those 8 cards. I do appreciate that. And then we're going to have these 3 cards, and you can also vote for these if you'd like. Maybe you might win some Happy Mail this time. Okay, and I will announce the winner of tonight's video. I will announce that next Sunday night when I come back, okay? So, I do have a couple things business related. These 3 cards are my December card kits to go, okay? And you still have a few more days to be eligible for this. This goes on, like I said, December, and free cards you can get if you place an order until December 15th. So starting December 15th, I've got a different special. But for right now, the first half of the month, if you spend $70 or more, you're going to get 6 card kits in the mail. So you get 2 of this one and 2 of this one and 2 of this. So 6 cards total that you can complete in the comfort of your own home. And I will mail them to you if you place an online order with me. Okay, so like I said, $70 is the required amount. And you use any Stampin' Rewards that you have in your account, and then you know, that has to be taken off first, and then you have to spend $70 or more after that, and before you add on tax and shipping. Okay, so that's the requirement there. And like I said, you have until December 15th. And I'll talk about the last special here in a little bit, but let's go ahead and talk about the to-go kit cards, because I know you're anxious to see the new product if you haven't already. So, excuse me, my voice just cracked. This is Summer Splash card base, and it's just monochromatic. I did use a little piece of soft sea foam there and some white, but basically the ink and the layers there are all Summer Splash, okay? So like I said, you will get 2 kits of this in the mail, and this, you can see this little piece is just like a little square. And I used the new and upcoming embossing folder that's called Stone, Vine, and 3D embossing folder. And then I also used the Greenery Plain bundle, which are these right here. So it's a thank you card, so I used this one, and then I used this, stamped this, and the Summer Splash, and then I used a couple of these leaf dies. Okay, so again, everything will be done for you. The only thing I can't do ahead of time is the stamping, so you can switch it up to any sentiment you want and any leaves that you have. But everything else, the die cut and the embossing folder, will be completed for you when I send your kits. Okay, just finished it off with a little white baker's twine. And this is card number 1 if you would like to vote. Okay. Now moving on to card number 2 is this one right here. I used Petunia Pop for my card base here and had a little piece of designer paper that's called Floral Charm from the online exclusives. That might be on the last chance list. I'm not sure. But I know it's an online exclusive product. And then we use the Everyday Arches dies in the vanilla. And then I used vanilla baker's twine. And Just a Note comes from, let's see. Just a Note comes from this stamp set. Like I said, it will be new in January. Fragrant Layers, and there's the Just a Note. And I also use the die for this piece here. This is Blackberry Bliss. So I cut the flowers out with this die. Over here, Fragrant Dies. This one right here is the one I used. Okay, so it's card number 2. If you like purple or the Blackberry Bliss color, this might be right up your alley. Card number 2. And then card number 3 is this one. I used the Greenery Lane washi tape. I'm going to show you that in just a minute, up close and personal. And I used a couple pieces of linen thread. And the sentiment comes from Label Me Grateful. And then, of course, this punch is in the annual catalog, and it's called Label with Love Punch. Okay, so that's card number 3. If you are voting, I sure would appreciate that. And I want to bring in this one from last week because they're very similar. This is one of my cards I featured in last week's video. But I used white behind the washi tape here, and I used vanilla behind the washi tape on this card. Of course, switch the colors up and the sentiments and things like that. But that, like I said, this was a card from last week's video. All right, so if you are interested in getting your card class in the mail, your card kits to go, please let me know if you need help ordering or anything like that, and I'd be glad to help you. And like I said, that goes on until December 14th, okay? I'll bring these cards back in just a minute, okay? But I do want to show you this washi tape that I just talked about. So I've got a piece of vanilla cardstock, and I love this Greenery Lane. It's similar to the washi tape that's in the annual catalog right now with all those pretty flowers. But of course now we have greenery. Okay, but you can see all of them here. Oh, this is something I never do. I'm using ribbon scissors. Oh, I cringe. I'm breaking my own rule. I'm using ribbon scissors to cut something besides ribbon. But they're handy. Okay. So anyway, this is that gorgeous washi tape that will be in the new spring mini catalog coming in January. Okay. And my special that I've got coming up the middle of the month, so it would be from December 15th through the end of the year, December 31st, you can get a crafting Christmas gift for yourself, okay? If you spend $100 or more, again, after you use your stamping rewards and before tax and shipping is added in. So it has to be a $100 subtotal, and then you will get $20 from me of stamping rewards to use. So I don't know if you can see this right here, crafting Christmas gift to yourself. Okay, so it goes from the 15th through the 31st, and $100 or more order gets you 20 in free credit from me, and then you can use that at another time. Okay, so that's just Merry Christmas from me to you, a little gift. And it goes after Christmas, so if you've got money to spend after Christmas, it goes until the 31st. Okay, crafting Christmas. And now let's bring in these last cards here if you're voting. So this is card number 1, card 2, and card 3. And thank you so much for stopping by Lori Stampin' Creations. And until next week, happy stamping. Bye-bye.